Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Thank you for joining me for another episode with Pearls with Pastor Carla. This week we're going to be talking about Matthew chapter 11. Matthew chapter 11 verses 28 to 30. And the word of the Lord reads, Then Jesus said, Come to me, all of you who are weary and carry heavy burdens, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you. Let me teach you, because I am humble and gentle at heart. You will find rest for your souls, for my yoke is easy to bear, and the burden I give to you is light. Here, this is where Jesus is allowing us to know that he came to fulfill the law, to show us how the law could be carried out. The Pharisees had spent much time, much doing, and adding particular requirements on the people, making them stress, making them burden, making them feel like they could not obtain this relationship with God because they had made it so strenuous. So Christ is saying, no, a relationship with me is not as strenuous as the Pharisees have made it, because the yoke I give you is easy to bear. The burden I give you is light. So when we think about this, let's put it in perspective. God puts forgiveness in place for us so that way we can exercise redemption in those times where we make mistakes. Okay? In those times where we're not intentionally trying to crucify him again. That's what forgiveness is for. That's what salvation is for. It's not to be used as a tool to use each and every time we want to do something wrong and say, well, you know what? All I got to do is ask God for forgiveness. No, he's saying, come on, let's fulfill these statutes that the finger of God has given us, because it's really not that hard. My yoke is easy to bear, and the burden I give you is light. So let's put a standard in place. Let's allow ourselves to live according to the standard of God that he has called us to live. You do not have to be weighted and bear down by the things that the Pharisees has put on us. But what you do have to do is allow yourself to follow that standard, so that way you can experience the fullness of God and know that his tool, the forgiveness, is a tool that he's left for us in any event that we make a mistake. Thank you for joining me for another episode with Pearls with Pastor Carla. Be blessed.